Hi class, this video is to explain your signature assignment for this class, which we call the Diet Analysis Project. And this diet analysis project has multiple steps through it. So I'd like to explain the steps and the overall goal of the assignment. So everything is laid out here. As you can see, we have the project. It's worth 130 points. It's 10% of your grade. And what you are going to do is you are going to select 2 to 3 scientifically backed recommendations for you to follow for 7 consecutive days. And you're selecting these recommendations to apply to a problem. And this problem could be anything you find, anything maybe in your family history, something you would like to work on as an individual that you realize you're not very good at. It could be you want to improve sport performance. Whatever it is, what you're going to do is you're going to clearly identify what that is, and that's in the prep journal that I'll explain, and you're going to select these recommendations. It's very, very important. If you want one of those recommendations to be exercise or water, you have to have 3 recommendations. In addition, this is a nutrition project. So working on shopping, stress, sleep, that is not applicable to this project. This is a nutrition project. Here, you find information on what a scholarly peer-reviewed journal is. This is important because this is the type of research you will utilize to support what you will do. Lastly, the paper aspect that you'll turn in will have to be APA style. Okay, so let's open up here. Now here are all the steps laid out. We have a prep journal, and then we have steps 1 through 3. The prep journal is designed to make sure you're on the right track and give me an opportunity to give you instant feedback to make sure that you are going to be successful. If you don't do this and you get far down the road and realize you're doing it incorrectly, it's a pretty significant hit to your grade. So what you're going to do is you are going to follow this format exactly. You are going to identify your problem statement. For example, in my family, cardiovascular disease, obesity run rampant. Basically, everyone on my father's side is dead, including my father, right? And he died by the time I was 26 from cardiovascular disease. So I have a genetic susceptibility to cardiovascular disease. So I can say that I would like to eat a diet that I can say that my problem statement is I have a family history of cardiovascular disease. That would be my problem statement. Recommendations would be I would aim to eat a plant-based diet to make sure I'm having, 8 servings of fruits and vegetables, and that I'm exercising 5 times a week for 30 minutes a day, right? So those are all research-based recommendations. And what I would do is I would find 2 supporting references, i.e. from that peer-reviewed journal, that support why I'm selecting this. And this is really important because we have a lot of ideas, like let's go keto, let's do paleo, let's, intermittent fast, we have all these ideas, not even saying they're the wrong ideas, but what we're looking for is scientifically based ideas, right? What does the research say? And you will have 2 supporting references for each one of your recommendations. Here's an example of what that looks like, okay? Your next step in this will be the paper. This paper will be a formal paper that you will write, and it will be discussing basically your problem and then your recommendations. In this paper, you will take every supporting reference. You will tell us what happened in that study. Now, this is where it's a really bad choice if you choose not to do peer-reviewed articles like Harvard Med or Mayo Clinic, any of those, not choices you need to be making. Peer-reviewed journal articles where they did an experiment. And you will tell us about each supporting reference. This is the only formal paper you have in this. And so you can kind of see here, it's going to be 3 pages excluding references. Something that a lot of students don't realize, every single time you write a paper, your paper should have citations. That means when you express an idea, It is not your original idea. You cite that idea, you cite that research from who you got the idea from. That's what a citation is. The reference is the full information about that journal that you'd find in the back of the paper. You never have a reference that doesn't have an also citation inside the body of the text. You never have a citation in the body of the text that is not also listed in the reference section. Just because you read something and learned something doesn't mean you put it in your reference section unless you directly use it inside your paper. You will then do, it's already in your teams, you will then do a team discussion board. I think it's in your teams, it might not be yet. You will do a team discussion board where you will share your plan of action with, you will share your plan of action with your teammates and you'll get feedback on what you will do. And you can see here, right, we're going to have this discussion board. And this is where you're going to tell your peers your ultimate plan, everything you're going to do, what you'll eat every day, how you're going to manage it, when you're going to shop, what recipes you're going to use, all that information. You're going to write a complete plan of action. And then your final step is to do the project. You'll do that project for 7 days. The final thing that will be due is the result will be this final paper that says really how did that project go. When you write this final paper, you will follow this outline exactly. You will have the words introduction, and then you will tell us your introduction to your paper in 200 words or less. You will tell us your problem statement in 100 words or less, recommendations, plan of action, and then what happened. The thing that's very key here, where most students lose points, is they don't follow the outline. They put it all in one paper, but that's not what I asked for. They don't follow word count. They don't provide me the electronic reports. That assignment that you did, where you did the analysis of your diet and you turned in all daily reports, that is the report I'm expecting you to use as a part of this project. You will record your food inside NutriCalc and you will give me that report. Not giving me that report will cost you 15 points. You actually can't get higher than a C on your final paper if that's not there. And you cannot handwrite this. Electronic journals only, all daily reports only. And so, in addition, I don't accept links. So do not link me into NutriCalc. Do not give me an HTML. You can download a PDF and you can attach it when you turn in your final paper. You do not need references or citations in this because this you're really telling me about your experience. So, all right, now you can see this is what we will be, one of the projects we will be working on for the rest of the semester. This week, you are starting with your diet analysis prep journal. And even if you receive full credit, please read my feedback because I might give you really good feedback, but don't think you deserve to lose points for it. But the feedback could cause you to lose points the next time around if you didn't listen to my feedback. So make sure that you're reading. All right, have a wonderful day.